Okay, guys, Jingadare here, back again with some more rod and reel opinions. Stepping it up a little bit here. This is the Penn 345GTI. I believe it's the largest level wine that Penn makes. For a while, they stopped making it, and they don't make them oval like this anymore that I know of. This was bought before the discontinuation, and then later they started making them again with a different body style to them. This has the strike indicator on. You also notice it has the features of the strap eyes for latching into a fighting chair, or a good belt harness combo. It does have the adjustable drag system. There you can see the free spool and engagement. This one does not have the reverse rotation option on it, similar to a 330 GTI. Line capacity's pretty substantial. I'm going to say it's almost on par with about a 4-aught Penn HLW. Maybe a little, well, no, not an HLW, a little bit less than that, but there you can kind of see the capacities. It's stating 600 yards of 30, 375 yards of 50-pound test. Now, that was back in the days when, you gotta remember, this is an old combo, so new line is going to be quite a bit more, especially with braid. Although this reel looks relatively new, it's actually almost 10 years old. So it's got some age to it. It's a little too big to hold with just one hand like this and fish. You can hold a rod like this, and it is tall enough to keep your hand free from the line contact. So it's pretty tall profile, although it is leveled and they tried to slim it down some. Not too heavy because it's graphite body. It does have some metal. Well, it's not graphite body, but it's got graphite or composite ends and hardware on it to kind of help lessen the weight of the overall package. So they did a good job with it. I would consider this reel a good option for somebody that has never offshore fished before, like maybe a woman that's never been, or a younger person that doesn't, or anyone that's not really familiar with line retrieval on a reel that's not level line. I use this one. For my dad. His hands are old and tired, and when he goes to relax, and he don't want to have to worry about balling up line, just cranking in fish. So he uses this for snapper fishing and fishing around the rigs. Definitely control with it. He's done that with it as well for kings. And it works good. Never had any pull and guide issues, and we've caught some really good sized fish on it. The rod, this is where a pretty good sizable step up in manufacturing. This is a Fenwick Seahawk offshore series. I don't believe they make these anymore. About 10 years ago, these rods were right at $200. Which back then was, quite a bit, and even today it's fairly pricey. They discontinued them. Roy's put them on sale for $80, and I believe we purchased almost all of them that they had. 7-footer. There you can see the ounce weighting for your weights and your lure and then it is rated for 25 to 60 pound. So you can run some substantial line through this. The eyes, you can start to see the difference in the heavy dutiness of the eyes and the quality of the tie and the epoxy that was used on this rod is just first class. Again, these videos are opinion. They're real opinionated, Some people might not be a fan of Fenwick rods. I absolutely love them. I think they're some of the best rods ever made, and Fenwick has been around for a long, long time, many, many years. Um, of course, it has the fighting swivel end on it for using a belt or a fighting chair. Um, but I would consider this rod just a step down from moving into the roller eye versions of some of the faster offshore fishing rods for big game. Um, this is kind of, for me, the pinnacle of this line of rods, of standard eye rods, before you move into those roller style eyes. Um, so this rod again is, in my opinion, one of the best manufactured for big game. Uh, and this one is 7 foot. It's got a ton of backbone. Had it been over, just, I mean, ripping huge fish up out of the Gulf, all kind of stuff. Um, Everything to 7 foot shark, all the way down to a little bitty undersized snapper. This thing is reeled in. So this is a great rod and a great reel combo. Definitely a little too big for the kayakers. You could carry it, but it's just a little more than what you need. So just thought I'd share that one.